What is going on, you guys? Petplatypus here, and it is time to talk about Hunter x Hunter chapter 355. Now, I'm still all for hashtag Team Hisoka, but I will admit he took a pretty big hit at the end of this chapter. So far in the fight, it's been a lot of superficial damage. You know, Chrollo lands a couple hits, Hisoka's like, whatever, they're not a big deal. He lands that kick on Hisoka, okay, that was a little bit of damage. And then, of course, Hisoka retaliated by hitting him with the head, so he did some damage there. So far it's been fairly even in terms of actual legit damage, which still isn't much, but this hit he took, oh man, just blew his fucking fingers off, just his hand is wrecked. How he'll adjust his strategy after that, I'm not really sure, but I'm definitely interested. The rest of the chapter is really good. The beginning of the chapter I was not really, I want to say frustrated, but that's a little too strong of a word, but I was kind of irked by the fact that we were going through the opens the book to gallery fake, affixes bookmark, activates clones. He fucking runs the strategy through his head for like 3 chapters in a row, just the same thing with figuring out the strategy. I get that he has to figure out the strategy, but it feels repetitive. It feels really repetitive that, you know, we see the same thing taking up like half a page, you know, opens book to gallery fake, activate bookmark, create clones, use sun and moon, blah 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 blah. It's just like it's repetitive. I feel like he could internalize these, you know, thoughts more or just do them differently. I don't know. I don't know why that's bothering me so much, but it really is. It feels like the same thing every time with a slight difference, and it just doesn't feel necessary. But regardless of that, the rest of the chapter is awesome because he announces break Hisoka across to everybody on the everybody in the audience. It's still dumb that the audience doesn't want to leave. I still think that's fucking stupid. Even Hisoka says, I guess they're cool with what could happen and they're reacting calmly to this. I still don't think that makes sense, and there's no real explanation as to why they fucking are like that. But regardless, he broadcasts break Hisoka. Everybody's coming in. Just everybody and their mother is coming in. I mean, a couple of them I don't think were running in there, but most of them are going in. And Hisoka is hyped as fuck. He gets that devious smile, and he just takes a bunch of dudes, and he starts hitting motherfuckers with motherfuckers, and he's just swinging them around, and it looks really, really cool, and it's really, really badass. And last thing that happens in the chapter is Chrollo is finally able to deal some significant damage, some genuinely significant damage to Hisoka by him catching a head and then blowing up the head and shattering his hand, basically. So that's the end of the chapter. It was good. I definitely want to see how Hisoka's going to get out of this, because Chrollo has too much control. This fight has been built up over the course of the series for a long time. If Chrollo wins this fight with this much control, it's going to be cheap. It's going to feel like, oh, it was just kind of a disappointing end. Like, oh, Hisoka died, or Hisoka got beat, and Chrollo really only won because he had all these fucking audience members to use, and it won't be satisfying if he wins this easily. I feel like it's going to have to come down to Hisoka and him exchanging strategies, just it's strategyception, just layer upon layer upon layer until finally one of them outsmarts the other and just lands a finishing blow real quick, real sudden. But I feel like if he has control over the fight this whole time and then wins, it's just anticlimactic and kind of boring and not really rereadable, in my opinion. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I hope the fight gets even better and more intense, because so far it's a solid, good fight. It's one of Hunter x Hunter's better fights. Hunter x Hunter isn't really known for having amazing fights that are really, really cool. It's not that kind of series, so that's fine, but this is one of the better fights in the series, so hopefully it can get even better and live up to what it's built up to be, because we've had this Chrollo versus Hisoka thing set up for a long time. And even though the fight came out of nowhere with no build-up, and that still confuses me, and I still don't think either of them are going to die, I still hope that it plays out in a really cool way. Yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about the chapter. I mean, nothing really much else happened. No, I can't think of anything. It was mainly just Hisoka swinging around ragdolls like a badass. I mean, that was pretty much it, and then he gets his hand blown off. I'm trying to think if there were any other little details, but no, it's pretty much just the fight, so I don't know. I mean, it's cool that Togashi's still got this track record going with, like, what is it, 6 chapters since he came back, I think, maybe? Or did he start on, I don't forget which one he started on. I think it was 350. So I think it's been 6 chapters. Hopefully he can finish this fight. But since it has been 6 chapters, remember, last time he came back Didn't he only do like 9 or 10, which was enough for a volume, and then he went on break again? So I'm thinking, you know, we gotta get past the 9th chapter mark of this return before we can maybe safely say Togashi is back. But, hopefully the fight ends soon, because it is a long fucking fight. I mean, that is one thing. Like, the strategy is cool, but this fight is like 5 fucking chapters already, and not that much has happened, so it's definitely really slow-paced, but, no, the art was pretty good from a technical standpoint. Overall, the fight is slow-paced, but the chapter felt pretty quick. It's set within itself. And, yeah, in terms of story progression, I'd say in terms of fight progression, which is more accurate, Hisoka losing his hand is pretty big, so I'd say the fight progression was pretty solid there. All around, it's a pretty damn solid chapter. I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. I think it's a very good chapter of Hunter x Hunter. Just that little bit in the beginning, which was kind of annoying, so maybe like a 7.8, like an almost very good chapter. I mean, if you want to like nitpick it, whatever, but whatever. I'll stick with the 8 out of 10. Fuck it. And like I said, 7.8 to 8 out of 10. And yeah, I like the chapter. So, what did you guys think of this chapter of Hunter x Hunter? I just want to mention real quick before I do my full outro, I'm going to be busy later today, so I don't know if I'll be able to do Toriko. If I can't do Toriko today, I'll either do it tomorrow with JoJo, not in the same video, but 2 videos tomorrow, or I'll just wait to talk about it in the next chapter review. Which kind of sucks, but whatever. So, yeah, so like I was saying, what did you guys think of this chapter of Hunter x Hunter? You can tell me in the comment section below. Follow me on Instagram or add me on PSN. I'm petplatypus on both. You can also give this video a thumbs up, share it on social media. Both those would help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, or if you like what you've seen here. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.